The siblings of Anne of Cleves. Sybil. Sybil was born on the 17th of January 1512 at Dusseloft. She was the oldest daughter of John III, Duke of Cleves, and his wife Maria de Lerberg. In 1526, Sybil was betrothed to Electoral Prince John Frederick of Saxony. After a long discussion about her dowry, she was finally married on the 9th of February 1527. The couple ended up having 4 sons together. When her father-in-law died in 1532, her and her husband were made Elector and Electress of Saxony. After being Elector for a while, John Frederick went into captivity after a war. In her husband's absence, Sybil continued to look after the city and be a good electress. After 5 years of captivity, John Frederick was finally reunited with his wife and his 4 sons. Sybil died on the 21st of February 1554, aged only 42. William. We don't know much about William's childhood, but he was born on the 28th of July 1516. He was the only son of the Cleves. William had an humanistic education, which was headed by Conrad Heersbach. William in turn built a humanistic gymnasium in Dusseldorf in 1545. From 1534 to 1443, William held the neighbouring duchy of Cleves as successor of his distant relatives, Egmont dukes. Emperor Charles V claimed that his duchy for himself, as the dukes had sold their right of heritage, and William tried to hold on. Janet d'Albert, and with this backup, dared to challenge the emperor. He soon discovered that the French did not want to help him one bit, so he had to surrender. He married Maria Anna of Austria, who I've already done a video on a couple months ago, so go watch that if you are interested. The couple had 7 children together. All but one survived infancy. They had 2 sons called Carl Frederick, who was the oldest, and John William. Carl all suddenly died at 19, but luckily John William was still able to become Duke after his father. William died on the 5th of January 1592 at the age of 75. Amalia. Amalia was born on the 17th of October 1517. Amalia was younger. Her brother was sent to be educated to be the Duke of Cleves. On the other hand, Amalia and her sisters, Anne and Sybil, had an old-fashioned education from the 16th century, such as art, needlework, and to equip the daughters for their roles as wives and consorts to princesses, while music and playing instruments, for instance, were not taught. King Henry VIII of England was considering an alliance with the Cleves, so following the negotiations with the duchy, Hans Holbein, the younger Henry's court painter, was dispatched to paint Amalia and Anne for the freshly widowed king in August 1539. Since his last wife, Jane Seymour, had died giving birth to his long-awaited heir, the future Edward VI. Anne was chosen out of the sisters. It was more likely because of more favourable hereditary rights in her father's duchy. The Cleves tried to secure a marriage for their daughter, but she never ended up marrying anybody. Later, when her brother William went on to have children of his own. Amalia helped raise her nieces, who received a Latin education, while her two nephews had a Catholic education. Amalia was noted to have a fondness of music and poetry. There's a songbook, the original, which can be found in Berlin, in which Amalia was very interested. The book was owned by one of Amalia's friends. It has 5 hymns to Mary and 27 love songs. Amelia had wrote a poem into the book about longing for a beloved. Amelia was also authored a songbook in which current Amalia died at the age of 68 on the 1st of March 1586. She outlived both of her dear sisters.